Good morning, folks. Welcome to another week of the training diaries. It's currently Monday morning. I've just got back from walking the dogs. I feel relatively rested, which is really positive. Yesterday for me was a 40-minute recovery zone 1 run where I went with Claude up onto the ridge. The mountains were out, it felt really good, and my legs felt really good because Saturday I had my long run that was scheduled for the week and I felt absolutely awful. However, I do know that's down to fueling. So if you saw the previous video, we rode down to Foix on that Friday, which was Valentine's Day. Had the most amazing cake. However, I didn't fuel myself enough before the cake and after the cake, and that was a 4.5 hour ride. So lesson is learnt from there that then on the Saturday I expected my body to go out and run 26k and feel fine. I didn't feel fine. So lesson is learnt. It's a new week today, the start of the week, Monday. James has headed off because he has a little bit of work to do this morning for half a day. So it's just me, and what I have been doing the last few Mondays now, I've been consistent for a month with my cycle training, which is just amazing to keep it at the level of 12 hours a week. Today, I have decided that I'm going to do some training on Zwift. I have the new Zwift bike, so that'd be really cool to kind of hop on there. I don't know what time James is going to be back, so I didn't want to head out and then kind of be out all day because we have some things that we need to do this afternoon together. So it works really well for me time-wise and scheduling, just to kind of hop on the bike this morning. I'm planning that I will potentially do a 3-hour session, but I'm going to get myself some breakfast now and hydrate myself, fuel myself properly, and start the week with a good training session. I've just had my Training Peaks schedule come through as well from Leslie at 3Coach BE, and everything is increasing as you would expect. I'm 4 weeks out now from Barcelona Marathon, so it is getting really real that it's really close. So, however, we're going to stay super positive, really upbeat and motivated. It's a new training week. I feel really psyched. Let's get going. Session. Oh my god, I have real peaks and troughs with how I manage my mind when I'm on the trainer, because sometimes I'm like, yeah, this is fine, completely manageable, I'm going to watch this, I'm going to do this. Sometimes I'm really in the game as well. Other times I'm like, oh my god. So I really had that this morning, but I broke it down. My motivation was not extremely high before I started, but I broke it down into I'm only going to get on there for 2 hours, fine. And then Jay still wasn't home, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do another half an hour. And then I knew that he'd just left where he was, so I was like, okay, I'm going to do another 15 minutes and then the last 15 minutes. So I really, at the last hour, was breaking it down so much. But I've done it now. That was my super chill. It was literally a zone 1, hardly much effort, just turning the legs, timing the saddle to start off the week. So I'm really happy with that. This afternoon now, it's all kind of worked with timing. So James is on his way back. I'm going to quickly get myself changed. And then we've got some stuff to do this afternoon. I'm also going to grab a bite to eat as well to refuel myself, protein, carbs, etc., etc. And yeah, that's Monday. That's the start of the week. So super happy with that. Good vibes. Good morning, folks. It is a fresh one this morning. I'm actually later out than what I thought I was going to be. Expectation, running at 7, getting it done. I've got an hour and 5 minutes to do today. I laid in bed, snoozed the alarm. It sounded really windy outside, so I was like, oh my God, I just want to stay in bed. But I'm up and out, and I'm going to get my run done. 10-minute warm-up, 50 minutes at zone 3, and then a 5-minute cool down. So I'm going to run my usual route down to the next little town and then back again. Just going to get it done. underestimated how far I thought I'd run. But 50 minutes, actually 1 hour, used to be the Malandier loop, which I planned on doing. But now I'm running a lot faster on these runs, so I had to run further. So I'm like on my way to Mazet now, before I then turn back. Just shows you how much you can improve and how sort of you just get better, you get faster as the training progresses. This is literally like deja vu now. Ooh. So I've had to run past the bezy, back up the side hill. I've got 1 minute left, 42 seconds left of my cool down, and then I'm done. Oh my God, it has been a tough session this morning. James and I have decided that we are riding this afternoon. I kind of thought it was the plan, but we needed to kind of have a little bit of a, should we go? What are we doing? So we're going to ride this afternoon, maybe 5 hours. We need to see how we feel. Also dependent on route. We have got a route in mind, which is a beautiful, beautiful route. It's very, very windy. So I think it's going to be challenging. However, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm in my head, I'm like, oh. So hopefully the direction that we're going to go, we will be having a tailwind. Then we're going to go a bit south, then we're going to come back up, and then we should have a tailwind to bring us back home. So I hope that we can kind of cut through the middle of it and have a bit of a crosswind, rather than at any point having this like ridiculously horrible headwind. But it is what it is. We can't change the wind direction, etc. So we're just going to get out, we're going to get our hours in. I've packed the snacks, I've got the drinks ready. So Jay's just getting himself ready. It's a new kit day as well. Just quick sin appreciation for the new kit. The bib tights aren't new. I'm not going to be brave enough and head out in shorts today, although James will be in his shorts because hurrah, it's actually helping with the knee issue. So super good vibes with that. I need to make sure my bike's okay, and then we're going to head off. So this is pretty grim, but I just opened up my front lunchbox handlebar bag and was like, what is that smell? And I remembered that at the weekend I thought it was a great idea, this must have been Friday, it's now Tuesday, to take some boiled eggs with us on our ride. And they were peeled boiled eggs, and I've just left them in my handlebar bag. So I was like, oh my God, so I just had to clean out my handlebar bag before putting stuff in it, but it still smells horrible. So I'm hoping that's just going to diminish, and I'll give it another clean later. But oh, never forget that you leave boiled eggs in your handlebar bag. It's a bad thing to do. Just stopped for a little bit of a quick snack, because I think I've said before in the video that I have to take my teeth out unless I've got gels, my Invisaligners, to take them out to eat. What a mouthful that was. We stopped by the river. It has been the most incredible ride so far. Very up and down, very windy. I didn't film very much of like the views, even though they were absolutely amazing. You're going to have to take my word for it.
It was a bit windy. You'd have to visit us.
Yeah, there we go. I'll put links below to our website. It's yeah, it's very windy, so lots of crosswinds coming across the valleys. So yeah, that's been quite fun. But we're not that far out of Masdezil at the moment. The sun is shining on us. So yeah, we're just gonna have a little snack and crack on. Jay, can I tell you something funny? So, do you remember last Friday, I think we rode and I put boiled eggs in my handlebar bag?
Yeah.
I went into my handlebar bag this morning.
Is there another one?
There was 2 still in there.
Oh.
And I was like...
Did you eat them?
Yeah, definitely. And I was like, so confused, like, what is this smell in my handlebar bag?
Why have you left it till now to tell me?
Well, I felt like now would be the appropriate time.
Because I'm hungry.
That is enough to really put you off your food. So we've just been through the massive cave, and actually in the summer, right from the top, people do actually bungee off of this into the water below. Brave folks come and do that. That was lush, eh? Coming through there. So now I think we're going to go back through it, right?
Yeah, we're going to miss.
2 climbs out basically and go the other way.
Do a smaller climb.
Yeah. Let's do 1 climb because time's getting on, right? Not that it matters too much, but yeah, so we'll start heading back. Now we've done the spectacular Mastazil. Finished today's ride. I think we finished it on 125k, 1300 metres. I am absolutely chuffed with that. That was hard work. Jay described it. What did you say the ride was? Turbulent. Turbulent Tuesdays. Good morning, folks. Welcome to Wednesday. I'm just out walking my boys. It is golden hour at the moment as the sun is coming up behind me. It's super lush. It's a gorgeous morning. Didn't film that much yesterday after we got back after the ride, literally just putting our bikes away, end of ride, that was it. It was actually getting quite late. We sort of got back with enough light. Obviously the days are getting a little bit longer at the moment, which is amazing, but we got back, got ourselves sorted out all the animals, and then we were like, oh my god, super tired, should we just order pizza? The last time we got takeout I think was the end of November last year, and we would actually just get pizza. Smashed 2 pizzas, so I felt like that absolutely hit the spot. I was like, it's amazing. The ride itself was, Jay described it as turbulent, which I feel is so spot on. It was like consistent wind in the ears. Whenever we had a tailwind, it was like, oh my god, this is like, it's super quiet. Or when you got this, like the shelter from the trees, it was windy, it was really undulating with like the landscape of the consistent like ups and downs of going into the valleys. We went a little bit further west of us towards and through Mastazil, which is absolutely spectacular. Like, what a place to ride through. But to get there, it's like doo -doo 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 -doo. And with the wind added in, it was just it was a challenging ride. I knew when we were thinking of going that way, because of the wind as well, I knew that it would be a challenge, and it was. So it was absolutely awesome. Did 5.5 hours, like a solid ride. It was really good, but really exhausting at the same time. 3.5 hours left of my ride training week to do, and then I'm going to have the rest of the week focused just to finish my run training. Tomorrow I've got an hour and 17 minutes of threshold. My long run on Saturday I think is 2.5 hours, and then I've got a 50-minute recovery on the Sunday. So here we are, it is Wednesday, we're getting it done, sun is shining, there is blue sky. Here we go. We are just about to head out and do a little bit of ride training, just getting shoes on. The last 3.5 or so hours left of my training week. Jay will do a bit more, he always does a bit more than me, so he'll head out like at the weekend as well. But for me, this will be my last ride training day. I've had a very big breakfast, almost like a double breakfast, I suppose. I've got my bike snacks ready, just the last couple of bits to put on my bike, like my rear light, etc. Get some water, and then we are ready to head out. It's still relatively pretty windy out there, but I feel positive that it's going to be a good ride.
This stuff, I think, helps. Pretty sure it does help.
You take this all the time, don't you, in one of your bottles?
But what it also means is, because I quite like the taste of it, it makes me drink more water than I've ever drunk on the bike.
Nice, that tricks you.
Tricks me.
It tricks you, this old
And
mix,
it's given me carb mix.
Mix 60, there we go. We had a bit of a rattle on the bike. We've only got, maybe like 8k up the road, and now we've done a bit of investigation. We think it could be the bottle cage. We've stopped so many times on this ride already. Is this
Quite embarrassing,
is
really.
this the third or the fourth time? We didn't sort the noise out on my bike, which we're going to have to revisit that when we get home.
The noises infuriate me.
They really annoy you, don't you? And every time I get out of the saddle, there's a really nice click, and both of us are like silently hating the click. Chocolate on a warm day. It's 25 degrees.
I'm too hot.
Yeah, I am too warm. Wearing longs, that's for sure.
Come into the sun.
Still did a couple of coffees in Mirepoix. You got the sun, love.
Yeah. See, like I told you, it's training. The person that was covered in foil is now up.
Oh, perfect. So we'd had quite a good ride so far. Time actually feels as if it's gone really quickly today. We've ended up in Mirepoix like all of a sudden, which is nice. It's actually very chilled. I feel like the last bit that we did, we went along like a busier road. So to actually take a moment to stop and to come and have just a little coffee, it's quite nice to reset before we then head back home, which is only just over an hour, but it's glorious here. Sunspot?
Yeah, I'm in the sun.
How have you found the ride so far?
Tired at first.
I think once you get going, it's alright,
I
right?
grew into it after like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it was cool. Not a bad route actually, and it's gone really quickly. It's nice.
We're rolling.
Almost home. Look at the golden hour.
It's getting there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice. I felt like your coffee on the way back just gave you like all the beans.
I do feel more energised than I did.
And there was me with my little decaf, just like, come on. We had a tailwind, which felt like a dream. Bit headwind now though. As I speak. Oh, happy with today's ride.
Yeah?
Yep. It's been good. Super lush. End of the...
How many hours you got?
Nearly 4 hours today. Whoop, whoop. The end of my bike training week.
And it's only Wednesday.
Yay! Oh, wow, yeah. Gosh, that's incredible. Finished the week off with my runs. It's good. It's currently Thursday. It is around 12:30. I'm about to head out my threshold run. It's going to be an hour and 17 minutes, 10-minute warm-up. Then I've got 4 times intervals of zone 5, zone 2, and then a 15-minute cool down, which is still like a zone 2 run to cool down. So I'm like, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be good. I'm gonna head up onto the ridge and then do a little loop back and round to bezy. I think I say this every single interval session, but that 10 minutes went on forever, like half an hour. Oh my God. So now I've got a 3-minute cool down, which will go like, it's gone. So I'm like trying to cool down. First interval is always the hardest. Second, a little bit better. not brilliant, but they hurt, which is obviously like, that's the magic. I'm not going to get any better unless I go into that super, like, that edge of being really uncomfortable. Oh man, I've got 2 more left and it is so warm. I'm sweating so much. 3rd interval done, number 3. 1 more left, 15 minutes after that. Just it's going to feel amazing to do that last 15 minutes towards home. Oh, I'm like, is it over? Oh my God. I've actually decided as well, I've got the Runners World podcast on in my ears, bit of running motivation from the guys at Runners World. But I thought maybe that would help me, rather than listening to music, to just have something else of people talking, to let the 10 minutes go a little bit quicker than just listening to music. So maybe it helps a little bit on the last one. Just got back to the bezy after finishing that session. That was tough. Good morning, folks. It is currently a Friday morning here at the bezy. It is extremely windy outside. I feel nice and cozy inside, thankfully. And today, also positively, is a no training day. It's a complete rest day for me, so I don't have to go out and battle in the wind, which is a slight relief. I have had a catch up with my coach this morning, which has made me feel extremely motivated and a lot more positive than what I was feeling. I'm definitely getting the anxiety coming in now as the time seems to be going extremely quickly. Next week, it'll be 3 weeks out of Barcelona Marathon, so everything is ramping up. I'm definitely feeling it, but he was showing me my training and my trajectory is going up like super evenly, and it's really amazing, and it just gives me good feelings to think, okay, so something is working. Although, if something feels really hard, you're like, oh my God, but the improvements are coming, and I'm now in those final few weeks of knuckling down and honing in on everything from my sleep, my nutrition, my rest, my stress levels, everything to work towards race day. So I've come off that call. I feel extremely motivated now. I am obviously still anxious, but I feel like I have been able to kind of have that chat and realign my goals and where I'm going and how I'm feeling. So I feel really good about that. This afternoon, I need to head out and pick up a wheel from a local guy who has redone the bearings inside the wheel. So I'm going to head to his shop and pick that up shortly. I was also talking this morning to Leslie, my coach, about cycling and how now, because we're so close to marathon day, really scaling back the cycling. So the next few weeks are going to be run focused, but that's where I'm at. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling very positive, and I'm excited for the next few weeks to come. It is the weekend, it's Saturday morning, and I'm just almost almost there to go out for my 2.5 hour run. I feel incredibly anxious this morning. I think it's because my last long run that I did last Saturday, I felt so awful that today I'm like, I really hope that I feel really good. Which is so weird because every other long run I've had, every other session I've had, yeah, it's hard, but I've been fine. I've been totally okay. Last week was this just anomaly of underfueling that now it's made me really paranoid. I'm almost ready to go. I have stacked up on my gels in my pocket. I ate a very good carb-rich breakfast a couple of hours ago. It's currently just coming up for 8 a.m. It's going to be grey, and it is actually forecast rain, and I think it's just started to rain actually, so I might grab my rain jacket just to have it in case I need it. And then I'm going to head off. I have decided that I'm going to run to Mirepoix, which is about 28k. Good morning, Mims. Which is about 28 kilometres from bezy. I did it in my last training block when I had a 3-hour session. My session is shorter this morning with 2.5 hours, but I think the speed that I'm running at now, this is a progressive session, so I'm going to get gradually quicker as I go, but I think with the speed I'm running now, I should get there. It's my plan. So I'm going to leave in a moment. I'm running to Mirepoix. James is going to meet me. We're going to have a coffee. I think we're going to go to the Green Bazaar, which they were closed over the winter. We haven't actually been there since last year, which is wild because it's like our regular haunt that we go to get our coffees and our cakes. So I'm very excited to go there. That's kind of like my incentive this morning, I think, to get me through the run, and also knowing that you've got a destination to get to rather than maybe today doing a big loop and planning out my run that way. I'm going to run directly to somewhere. So let's see how I feel. I hope I feel good. I just got to go and just go with it. I have got 2 minutes left of my warm-up. This warm-up feels so dreamy. I'm up on the ridge. There's like this low hanging cloud all around, like it's imminently going to pour with rain. I definitely went for the rain jacket, but I'm getting warm already. I've just finished my first interval. Heart rate is moving up. Feels good. So far so good. So this is the point where I got to. Last training block for Toulouse. 2.5 hours. Where I stopped short of Mirepoix. I didn't quite reach it. I've still got maybe half an hour left, 13 minutes left of this high, zone 5, then a cool down. I think I'm going to make it. Finished my last interval with my cool down, 10 minutes. Oh my god, I felt like I could cry. I was like, I'm so close to Mirepoix now. This 10 minutes is going to get me there. It is raining. Oh. The energy I feel this morning is such a contrast to last week that I'm like, yes. I had a bit of Bruce Springsteen come on in my ears, a bit of E17. This is the last bit. Absolutely pouring down with rain. I've had a lovely coffee, bit of fizzy water, a bit of a refuel. Then on my way back home, I feel like I might have a nap this afternoon, sit by the fire, because I'm definitely feeling a little bit cold. James has come pick me up, which is great. He's going to go on Zwift this afternoon to do some more of his hours, and I think maybe watch the football. And that is a week's training done. I've still got a 50-minute zone run.
Yeah, okay.
I've still got a 50-minute zone 1 recovery run tomorrow, which I'm going to take Claude with me. We'll head out early and get that done. But for now, it's just relaxing for a Saturday, rainy Saturday afternoon. And yeah, just recovering from today and the week really. And that is me done. As of next week, we are 3 weeks away from Barcelona Marathon. Thank you for coming along this journey with me so far. As always, if you like these videos, don't forget to click the like button and hit subscribe to catch up with more videos coming in the future. Ciao for now, folks. Bye.